Congratulations to the Seahawks for winning a Super Bowl. Congratulations to Charles Tillman, Walter Payton Award Man of the Year. Paul Konerko will speak on this week's show. It's his last go-round, you know. And then we have trivia from the championship match, the 2013 title match at Salerno's. And then we have part 2 of Taj Gibson. He doesn't look too happy in that scene, does he? And then we flash back to the Bears beating New Orleans up. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the 25th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Jack Desmond's Irish Pub. Benkowski Trivia is a featured element. I'll see you there Friday, February 28th at 6 p.m. Eat, drink, and play. Easy to reach at 10339 South Ridgeland. Jack Desmond's Irish Pub. Wax on, wax off. A great salon and spa. For men's haircuts and women too. 1044 West Taylor Street. I go there, you should too. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. T-Wax Company has real estate investments. You can buy Chicagoland properties and make some money. Profit opportunity since 1985. Call my friend Mr. Thomas at 773-456-3057. Real estate investments make money. Call Mr. Thomas. You've got to get to Mr. C's Midway Bar. They're open till 2 a.m. every day. Best Bloody Marys for 65 years. Great neighborhood prices at 4654 West 63rd Street. It's a fun place. Watch the Blackhawks, Bulls, you name it. Mr. C's, 4654 West 63rd. Calabria Imports is a great place to get food. Of course, Italian food with their deli. Mention this TV ad for 10% off. They have catering, sandwiches, 1905 West 103rd Street. The last time I was there, I got some ham. I got all kinds of other accessories at Calabria Imports. Wax on, wax off, a great salon and spa. I go there, you should too. Call them at 312-226-1473. Men's cuts, women head to toe. Nails, 1044 West Taylor Street in Chicago. And they even have great hours, open each day at 10 a.m. Welcome to the Spotlight. Paul Konerko was one of the main guys talking at Sox Fest for the media, and it's about 1 second off. There's this weird delay on the podium, but just deal with it. Paul Konerko has a lot of interesting things to say.
You're playing today, you're pinch hitting here, game's 10-0. We need you to take this guy's at bat. Whatever it is, I'm game for that. I went over all the scenarios in my head before I agreed to do it, so for me, I feel like there's nothing that can be asked of me that I'm above, you know, because I think that's what there's this talking to guys who have done this role that have gone from like playing for a long time and then start as starting players, then moved into the bench, moved into more of a limited role. That's the stuff you got to accept. So that's there's nothing that can be asked to me where I'm going to be out there going, geez, why am I, I've done this in the game, I shouldn't be out here right now. I've gotten over that already, gotten all over that, because I wouldn't have said yes to it, because that would have been a bad combination. So as far as the playing stuff, it's whatever they want me to do. I could go a week without playing, I could play 3 days in a row, some guy could be having a bad go of it. They want me to grab this game against a right-hander or whatever it is. I don't have any agenda as far as, because I'm not playing for anything other than just what's in front of me, because I know this is it. So I'm just going to try to have fun with it each day and try to be good when they ask me to get in there. And And then when I'm not in there, just, keep an eye on everything else and just help guys. We got a lot of guys that are driven, that are young guys, that are really driven guys, especially a couple of guys that we traded for. So they know what they want to do, and they're going to be good. But every team kind of has some older guys that have been through it all, and I've on the other side of that now. So, and I've done it wrong a lot, so I know what that looks like too. So just be there for those guys, and that's kind of the way I see it.
How much of this role is a mentoring role? And you guys had a hitting clinic not too long ago. Did you find yourself mentoring maybe some of the newer guys, younger guys?
I was just there for 2 days, and it was really, low key. There was some work going on in the cages, but, meeting, Todd, and I met with him in the off season. That was probably a big chunk of this, of coming back, of meeting with him and having a kind of a good, we saw eye to eye, I think, in a lot of hitting things. Not that mattered for him, but it mattered for me, because I know if I have some downtime, you talk to guys, inevitably it gets to hitting, and it's nice that you're going to have him there where you kind of know the message is going to be the same, and I'm not going to feel afraid to say, because I know we're coming from the same place, I think. So that was a big part for me, and I think that exists. But once the season starts, you don't know. Right now, everybody, you always envision you're going to have a great season. Everybody does. But once the season starts, this guy goes this way a little bit, this guy, you never know how it's going to go. All I can hope is that when I get in there, I do well, and then I have other times where I can elevate a guy and uplift him to be better that day. There could be something I could say to him at 3 o'clock in the afternoon that gets him through that one game, because I had guys do that to me. So, that would just, you got to take that stuff as it comes. But I also know that's a big part of what I'm going to do here, so I can't come in and drop the ball on that. That's the way I look at it. That's a big part of my job.
Well, in an era where people bounce around at the end of their careers, you get to finish where you've been through all these years. It is kind of a grouping with people like Rivera and Jeter, with long tenure in the American League. What does that feel like?
It was great to have the opportunity to do that. I feel like what I'm doing here is something that tons of players have done at kind of the end of their career for the last year or two, or whatever it might have been. But the difference with this one is that I'm staying here to do it, whereas most times a guy leaves to go to another organization, does exactly what I'm going to do this year. And it kind of makes sense because he's in another uniform. So I think as long as people can wrap their head around that, from looking at it, it's really no different than what a lot of guys do. It just happens to be in the same spot that you kind of were the guy for a long time, which is kind of different. But I don't know. I guess. I don't know what goes into. It's definitely nice, because if I think I would have finished here. It was either going to be come back for this year or be done after last year. There was a chance I could have gone and done exactly what I'm doing here somewhere else.
And we'll have more Paul Konerko and his last Sox Fest appearance coming up in future weeks, right here on the Spotlight. Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, or during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food, 3335 North Clark. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop, open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. You've got to get to the Cove for Benkowski Trivia, the next one Wednesday, February 12th at 8 p.m. Great people, great game at 1750 East 55th Street, right by the University of Chicago. The Cove is a fun place, and Benkowski Trivia will be there on East 55th, Feb 12. See ya. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. They come to you. You call them at 773-908-6081. Lowest prices, new and used. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They'll do your windshield, back window, or sides. They did a great job for me. They'll do a great job for you, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they come in and finish it up. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. For a great meal, get to Amelia's Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner daily, private parties and catering, a unique mixture of fine dining and Mexican specialties brought to you by the great chef Eusebio Garcia. They're at 46th and Halsted. I've had great meals there, and you will too. Amelia's Bar and Grill, 46th and Halsted. We're back in the spotlight. We're at Salerno's for the 2013 Benkowski Trivia Title Match. And let's take it away with some questions, and let's see how they answer them.
Down to 690. J&B. 2009 NHL champ, NBA champ. 5 seconds. Yes. Going. Spurs, they've won a lot, but not that time. So we're looking for the NBA 09. We go to Shy Sharks. 5 seconds. Going. Lakers is right. 60, that's a cleanup. Shy Sharks to 10:30. And we go to Morningwood. '2006 Major League Baseball champ, NHL champ. Five seconds. Going. Yes. That is correct. St. Louis and Carolina. That's a nice play. It's a 70 value. Pops you up to 880. And now we're still here. Sports, you say? 2003 NFL champion. The game played in February '04. And NBA champion. Five seconds. Tampa is not it. We go to Funky Monkey. The Rams, so sorry. We go to Jacks. 5 seconds. So sorry. We go to Team Cobblestone. Yes. NBA. Going. Yes. New England, San Antonio, 80. Team Cobblestone to 770. They're coming on. And we go to J&B. Sports. 1999. Major League Baseball and NBA. 5 seconds. Yankees, yes. Spurs in that shortened season right after the Jordan era. 90. J&B cleans that up. 750. Shy Sharks. Ladies only, throw from your seat. I'm looking for a woman. I know they're not sexists. I know they love women, but in some incredible fluke, they have no women on their team. It's going to hurt them. So we look for a lady, and we go to Morningwood against their arch rivals from Desmond's. We're still here. Women's closest to the box. What would you like? 1988, Major League Baseball and NFL the January 22nd, 1989 Super Bowl.
San Francisco 49ers.
49ers. Los Angeles Dodgers is correct. The 120 brings you to 1,200, one off the lead. We're still here. TV, best of 2013, or two sports champions? In 1988, Bea Arthur won Best Actress in a Comedy, beating out two women from her same show. Name those actresses. Estelle Getty not nominated that year. We go to Funky Monkey. Five seconds. Yes? Rue McClanahan is correct. 100.
And we'll have more of our championship match next week on the Spotlight. Matt Anthony Bar and Grill has Benkowski Trivia Friday, February 7th at 6 p.m. Easy to reach at 3350 West 47th Street. Benkowski Trivia. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous Raid of Cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery, too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. Little Frank's Pizzeria and Bar, Thursday, $1.50 Miller Old Style. And of course, my trivia games alternate Thursdays, the next one, February 13th at 8 p.m. You know they have $12 large pizza and pitcher all day, every day? Easy to reach at 79th and Narragansett. Check out Little Frank's. You'll be glad you did. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. Honey Bear Ham is a great place to buy your ham. 312-942-1160. Gourmet ham, fully cooked, smoked, spiral sliced, honey glazed. 1160 West Grand Avenue, the storefront. Call Honey Bear Ham, 312-942-1160. We're back on the Spotlight, and Taj Gibson has been an extra story lately. Not only is he the subject of trade rumors, but there was a to-do with Carlos Boozer wanting more playing time late in games. And Coach Tibbs is on record as saying, no, my end-of-the-game guy is Taj Gibson. Why? Because he plays good defense, besides not complaining about his minutes. Take that, Carlos Boozer. You don't play good defense. Taj Gibson plays good defense and blocks shots. So let Taj talk a little bit about the last home game and a little bit about the road trip. He will talk in a more quiet manner than me right now.
Fighting for playoff rights, we're fighting for the job position, and we really take this seriously.
What's it like covering Kevin Love?
Compared to high school, what you want to know? Compared to high school, college, and now, I face Kev all 3 stages. Kevin is, I think that he's elevated his game. He's lost a ton of weight over the years, and as far as like the way he's real agile, the way he moves, the way how slick he is with the basketball, he knows how to get a lot of foul calls. Once you get in that echelon, you're gonna get a lot of foul calls. You know how to get to the line. He's real crafty. he knows a lot of old school tricks as far as getting fouled, and I think he's improved his game a whole bunch.
Did you think he'd be this good of a shooter?
I had a feeling that he could be good, because I remember when he first got to UCLA, he was taking from high school and college. He started taking those threes late, because I remember we had him on a scouting report at USC, and I didn't think that he would ever take it that seriously. I really thought he was going to be mostly a monster down low player, because he was mostly just back to the basket, and now he's just a lot of catch and go, a lot of fakes and step back threes. That's real scary.
Did you guys have a monumental high school game against each other? Or?
No, AAU basketball. AAU basketball is one of the best things, because you get to really know each other. You get to be in dorm rooms and All-American camps and stuff like that, and really connect with each one another. And over the years, his growth has been great. He's a good dude, and it's just a tough way to go out tonight, just knowing you gave that many fouls.
Getting back to the road trip for a second,
Thanks, Josh.
would one of your goals be maybe, particularly in the wake of seeing the T-Wolves come in here and get more free throws than you at home, to take the ball to the rack when in doubt?
Can you repeat the question?
Well, you guys maybe need to take the ball to the rack more, so you can get more free throws as a Bulls.
We're a low post scoring team. If it's nine times out of 10, we take the ball to the rack almost every time. We're not a jump shooting team. If you look at the stats, you would know that.
Well, what about today, though?
Today we just didn't get foul calls. They played a lot of tough D. We were getting good looks at the basket. They just weren't going in. We were trying to attack the basket. A team like that just pack the paint. It's really hard to get a lot of layups when a team packs the paint. When they scout reports tell you that we are a team that goes down low a lot.
Thanks, brother.
And the trip as a whole, you mentioned that sometimes it has a unifying effect, and you cited some great road trips that you've had. What is the thing about going on the trip that you guys, I guess, are used to? Every year you do this lengthy trip. What about the mindset of it?
It's one of those trips every team in the NBA goes through. You know what I'm saying? This trip is long, but I like being away on the road, because you get away from the fans and all that stuff of the spoiled of being at home. You get to go on the road and focus on yourself and your teammates. There's no distractions. You just get to go out there and try to get wins, and especially in hostile environments. There's no better way.
Enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time at Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine. You'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's.
Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Riley's Trick Shop. Of course, they had Halloween costumes. They still have football strip cards, custom T-shirts, just ordered some myself, gag gifts, tricks, jokes, magic kits. Their new location is 8086 West 111th Street in Palos Hills. Check them out, Riley's Trick Shop. They also have Santa stuff for you late-minute shoppers. Riley's Trick Shop, a great place with a lot of cool stuff. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years, excellence, top billiard tables, the place where the action is, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet in Munster. We're back in the spotlight in 2007, as the graphic will soon say. And Mike over there was talking about how happy he was with the Bears offense.
Offensively. So the fans applaud what might be the last time they need to score. Thomas Jones with a little icing on the cake. The Bears running up towards 40 points. That's a clincher if there ever was one. And let's talk to the staff here at Salerno's and see what they have to say. Let's start out with the easy question. Your names. Nick.
I'm Ingrid.
I knew it. I knew it would be a tough question. Your name.
Jayla.
Okay. And there was something about the Bears' excellence that you compared to something else that you guys have been talking about. What is it?
Yeah, they're doing so good. It's like dating a masseuse dipped in chocolate kind of good that they're doing today. I'm very proud.
Yes, I think we are as a city. We are as a restaurant entity. And don't forget, details about the Salerno Super Bowl party here, February 4th, coming up a little later in the program. All right. That's it. Yeah. All right. Bears win. Right. It's all over, but the 2-week insanity leading to the Super Bowl. The Bears are in it for the second time in their existence. And the biggest table of Salerno Bears fans. Enjoying every second of it. It's a rare treat. It's almost as if we don't know how to react. It's almost as if you don't know, you have to pinch yourself. For the first time since the 1985 season, the Bears are in it again. The Bears, of course, at this moment, will be playing the winner of the AFC Championship game, which we'll know by the time our show hits the air. But it's just a great feeling of almost relief. There were times of the year where this seemed like a certainty, and then the roller coaster ride of Bears defensive injuries, inconsistencies by Rex, who was good enough today, but the defense was dominating, and I think they should get the headlines and the accolades for taking over this game. A game which, incidentally, New Orleans had closed the gap in. It was Bears 16, New Orleans 14. Things were looking shaky. The Saints tried for a field goal that would have put them in front. But once that 47-yard attempt missed, it's like you stuck a fork in the Saints, and they didn't do much right after that. A wild finish to a season that has one more game to go. The Bears are it in the NFC. And you can find more information about the Bears when you come to Salerno's, not only for trivia, as you'll see later in the program, but for the Super Bowl party, which will be held Super Sunday, February 4th, starting at 4 o'clock, if you get here that early. It'll be open dining. You can jump in on the superb buffet, 4 to 9, all you can eat, for $14.95. A great deal, and your team is there. This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.